So how about before I just start talking about storage, why don't we watch something that was created with some storage, show you a little bit of the creative work that we do at Frame Linear through some of my work as a colorist. Go ahead and roll that clip.
Nothing here to see, just a kid like me, trying to cut some teeth, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm here trying to figure it out. Getting hard to sleep, blood is in my dreams. Love is killing me, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm still in here trying to figure it out. I let it go, cause I won't see you later when we're not allowed to talk it out. I said I'd go, put myself on show, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I broke my shoe, take the plan on you, but you didn't know I planned it out. I said I'd go, yeah, I won't see you later when we're not allowed to figure it out. Nothing here to see, just a kid like me, trying to cut some teeth, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm here trying to figure it out. Yeah!
So you can see we get to work on a lot of really fun stuff at Frame Linear. I work mostly as a colorist, a little bit as an editor. I have a lot of great talent that I work with. But one of my passions is also helping the community in Denver, Colorado, Boulder, the surrounding area, the filmmaking community, kind of get ahead in terms of installing a storage infrastructure that allows people to share their content efficiently, get away from working with SneakerNet, get more towards shared storage where you can have multiple editors working on the same content at the same time and really realize some efficiencies. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that kind of storage, what Seagate is doing, and what that's really allowing people in the industry to do today. So shared storage, if you think about it, is really at the heart of media and entertainment workflows. Beyond a certain point, most media production and post-production companies require shared storage in order to grow and prosper. And that's because after a certain point, you just reach a level where you can't work with a large group of people without having centralized storage. It's used pretty much throughout the industry. So beyond a certain level, where direct attached storage is sufficient, virtually all feature films, television series, reality shows, and other programming has lived on shared storage at some point. And why is that? It's because shared storage is a force multiplier. It's an efficiency enabler, a collaboration enhancer. It allows for workflows and time frames that couldn't exist sharing data over like traditional networks or SneakerNet. But what if your storage went beyond just sharing data? What if it could be customized to solve your unique workflow problems? That's what we're talking about today. How about storage with built-in compute abilities to run asset management platforms or proxy generation? Or what about software-defined file systems? Now we're getting into advanced workflows where you're solving the issues that go beyond just storage. Maybe you need modular configurable storage with multiple chassis and form factor options, or a wide variety of hard drive choices and types, or even hybrid flash and all flash options. There are a lot of different workflows. Or maybe you need storage to create a private cloud, enable global collaboration, synchronize multiple geographic locations together so that all your artists are working together. Maybe you have data in separate silos and you need to bring all of that together. What if you could start a project in the UK and finish it in LA as if the data were stored locally in both locations? That's pretty powerful stuff. For over 40 years, Seagate has been at the forefront of creating storage technology. They're some of the biggest innovators. They've invented so many technologies that basically affect each and every one of our lives. How we store data, what's on the cloud, basically all the services that we've come to use. Now, Seagate is turning its attention to shared storage for post-production workflows. So Cluster Store and Real Store, these are two product families that are really kind of moving the ball forward in terms of what we can do with shared storage. Why is Seagate creating these systems? It's all about optimization and integration from the drive, so the very lowest level, the smallest component of these systems, all the way to the chassis and then the controller and the software that's running on top of it. It's all about flexibility and the flexibility to create the right system for each workflow. So all of us know that the demands on storage are increasing. We're seeing this every day. New codecs, higher resolutions, faster frame rates. We're seeing higher color and bit depths. We're seeing new formats like VR and HDR. All of this adds up to higher data rates and bigger files. And it's a challenge to store it, and then it's a challenge to deliver that to all of our artists that we're working with in each of these locations. And so we really need storage that is aware of these new challenges and is really up to the task. And every workflow in the media and entertainment space is different. On-set capture is different from post-production, and that's different from visual effects, and that's different from broadcast and content streaming. And each one of these workflows needs a customized storage solution that is going to fit it instead of just taking something off the shelf and hoping that it works. It's not a one-size-fits-all world anymore. Every workflow is different. Every company is different. As a system designer and integrator, I want options to find the best fit for each of my clients. Seagate gives me these options. And through partnerships with these companies, which you can see a list of, there are a lot of different industry standard solutions that Seagate technology is a part of. So if you're looking to leverage this technology, these are the companies who are going to give you the solutions that will really be able to solve your problems. So as I mentioned before, there's two storage families here that Seagate has created with one goal, which is to solve these real challenges in the industry. They're both flexible in design and implementation, and they're completely custom engineered for performance and reliability. So let's talk about Real Store. This is a product I'm really familiar with because this is the storage that we use at Frame Linear. It's been absolutely bulletproof, and it's really enabled us to take on big challenges, delivering 4K shows and expanding our operation without worrying about how our storage is going to keep up or whether we were going to have to make any changes. It features lightning fast performance for today's demanding workflows, custom high-performance controllers designed to take advantage of the advanced technology in Seagate drives. It has modular design for the ultimate design flexibility and system reliability and ease of deployment. This all means that I can mix chassis and drive types in a single system to create a custom solution for my clients, depending upon what their workload is. Need a balance of capacity, performance, and cost? Start with a 2U12 chassis with 3.5-inch drives. Are high bandwidth file sequences part of your workflow? Add a 2U24 chassis with high RPM 2.5-inch hard drives, or SSDs. Want to explore the benefits of flash at a reasonable cost? There are numerous hybrid flash and all-flash options, which fit different workflows and budgets. There are flexible connectivity options with switchable fiber channel or iSCSI interfaces built in. And the performance is really significant, reaching up over 7,500 megabytes per second of streaming throughput, which is really significant when you're dealing with uncompressed workflows and things of that nature. Has ruggedized mill standard design with a 5 nines uptime rating, so it has over 99.99% uptime rating, which is really important when you're dealing with deadlines and you don't want to have to deal with your storage going down and possibly having your clients screaming at you. It has an industry-leading cost-performance ratio, and all of these things come together to make RealStore the ideal storage for critical on-set data management, post-production, and broadcast playout options. At the other end of the shared storage spectrum is ClusterStore, which is a high-performance scale-out NAS system. It's exascale capable. It can act as both block-level and object-level storage, depending upon its application purpose. It features built-in compute ability to run an asset management system, software-defined file system, or other computing tasks without the need for additional server software. It features an ultra-high density design, fitting 84 3.5-inch drives into just 5 rack units of space, which is pretty amazing. And if you can think about it, with the new 12 terabyte drives that Seagate has brought out, and you can see the unit that's just sitting right over there, it's the big guy at the end, you can fit almost 1 petabyte of storage into that one unit. So in 5 rack units of space, you can fit almost a petabyte. That is amazing density. So once you've taken out RAID formatting and file formatting and everything like that, you could end up with 600 terabytes of usable space per 5U chassis, up to 4.2 petabytes of usable space per rack. You have the option of 40 gigabit Ethernet for broad compatibility, or InfiniBand for high bandwidth, low latency connectivity in high performance workflows. And as we all know, hosting and cooling storage like this, especially as high density as that, is a challenge with a real impact on production companies' bottom lines. So ClusterStore also boasts the lowest space, power, cooling, and administrative costs in the industry. And because of Seagate's optimization and integration efforts, ClusterStore also performs up to 3 times better than competing object storage solutions. Combined, all of these factors make ClusterStore the ideal solution for visual effects, asset management, and active archive workflows. And for the really ambitious, ClusterStore can enable global collaboration, so true data anywhere access, with a single global namespace spanning multiple storage pools and locations. Seagate Cloud Systems' advantage starts with highly optimized component integration at the deepest levels. This is really why Seagate has gotten into the system business and why they feel like they really have something new to offer to the industry. Each system is custom engineered to perform from the drives to the controllers to the chassis. There are no off-the-shelf parts here. They're all custom designed. Everything is designed by Seagate to work together seamlessly, and then it's rigorously tested to conform to the highest operating standards. And I've actually been in the RealStore testing lab in Longmont, Colorado, and it is a really amazing room. Rows upon rows of storage, all being stress tested and characterized for performance before the solutions are ready to go out the door. So that's a really amazing place. So to that highly optimized base, Seagate then adds configuration flexibility and modularity, and that enables customers and partners to configure systems that solve their specific problems. So it's not about taking that one solution from that one vendor and hoping that it works. It's really customizing the solution and making sure that it is exactly what works for your workflow. So as an OEM customer, or as an OEM company, Seagate provides its OEM partners with worldwide post-sale support, deep engineering and integration resources, a global network of parts depots, and level 1 through 4 technical support options. And with over 1 million arrays installed worldwide, Seagate has built a robust support network to help partners really succeed out in the field. And as an end user, which some of you ultimately are, this kind of support from the OEM company is really important because that allows whatever company that you source your Seagate solution from to provide you with the best support, making sure that parts are available as soon as possible, so that you have as little downtime as possible if anything happens. So specs and stats are great. The real question is, how does it work in the real world? And I've got a case study for you from a company that I've done quite a bit of work with. It's a little company called Citizen Pictures. They're based out of Denver, Colorado, and they do a lot of reality-based programming. So they produce shows for the Food Network, Bravo, Cooking Channel, Destination America, Discovery Networks, and more. And here are some of the current and past shows. Haley's America on the Cooking Channel, Bravo's Going Off the Menu, Smoked on Destination America, the Emmy Award-winning Giada at Home, and everybody's favorite, the long-running Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which is one of Food Network's top-rated shows. And I have personally done many, many episodes of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. So let's take a look at Diner, Drive-Ins, and Dives, or Triple D, as they like to call it. It gives us a good look at the kind of workload that Citizen is under for each of their shows. Here are the 2016 numbers. 32 half-hour original episodes, 13 one-hour-long compilation episodes, and 2 one-hour travel specials to Spain and Cuba. Here's what Citizen Pictures 2017 output will look like for all of their shows. For Triple D, they're going to have 32 half-hour episodes plus 13 one-hour episodes. Top Secret is going to have 35 hours of content. Going Off the Menu is going to have 25 plus 9-minute webisodes. And then they've always got various pilots and development pieces going. So you add all of that together, and that is a lot of original programming all being produced simultaneously. They've got different editors and graphics people all working together on these shows simultaneously, meeting different delivery dates for different networks. There was a lot going on, and they really needed a bulletproof storage network to get that done. So to get all of that done, Citizen needed to upgrade their legacy XSAN storage system. It just wasn't cutting it for them anymore. They needed another option. And so they chose a Quantum Axelis system running the StorNext 5 file system. And for their storage, they chose Quantum QXS 2U12 arrays, which are powered by Seagate's RealStore platform. So that is one of the vendors that you can source Seagate technology from. They have 444 terabytes of raw space, 363 usable after file system formatting. And that is served up over 3 different volumes that are spread out across their facility. That's all done over an 8 gigabit fiber network with 4 QLogic fiber channel switches connecting 32 edit bays with a mix of previous generation Mac Pro towers and current iMacs. And all of those are connected with ADO fiber channel interfaces. So it's either Thunderbolt or PCIe cards. So that's a pretty large system, but business is so good that they're already looking to expand right now. And so they're going to be adding an additional 160 terabytes of Quantum QXS storage. They're adding an additional QLogic switch to accommodate more edit stations. They're migrating the StorNext metadata volume to a dedicated high-performance 2U24 chassis, which is going to increase performance across the SAN. That's a really great optimization for a company like them. This storage system is enabling Citizen to grow at a rapid pace. So quickly, in fact, that they may actually run out of office space in their building. So they've been talking about opening an additional location. So this is a story of a small company who has really found success by implementing a high-performance storage solution that is enabling all of their editors and their artists to work together, and they are really growing as a result. So I think that's it. Basically, it's Seagate technology empowering better workflows for content producers of all different types and sizes. All right, well, thank you, everybody, and thanks to Seagate for having me.